power to help me. But when you're feeling good and happy and having a good time, well, when that good time settles down, I thank the Lord for it. Lord, thank you for what a day you gave me, because He gave it to me. I always want my mind to go back to Him. And that's what will happen when you accept Jesus into your life. That'll happen for you. I believe that with everything. I believe that will happen for you. He'll prick your heart with everything. Ruth and Naomi, they traveled across the land. They didn't have nothing. They didn't have anything. They were hurting. They traveled there. When they got back to the land, Naomi sent Ruth out and they gleaned corn. And what they did, and it was a law of the land then, that any corn that was left, it was not illegal, or any feed or any grain that was left in the fields, it was not illegal for you to follow behind and pick it up and take it home with you. It wasn't illegal to do that. It was going to be wasted anyway because the harvesters had left it, spilled it, whatever it was. And that was their survival. That was what they were doing when they got back. But then God stepped in. And for Naomi, it was over. The line, her family bloodline was done. Her husband was dead. Her 2 sons had died before they had any children. And it was over for her. But a man came into their life. And his name was Boaz. He was a kindred. He was kin to the family. And he came into the life and he found favor in Ruth. And he married Ruth. And they bare a son. And I want to read these few verses here just to finish up on this in chapter 4, 14 through 17. Let me read these real quick. They got married and Ruth had a son. And here's what some of the women of Bethlehem was talking to Naomi and doing for her. And the women said unto Naomi, Blessed be the Lord, which hath not left thee this day without a kinsman, that His name may be famous in Israel. And He shall be unto thee a restorer. Has anybody had anything restored since they've been saved? Has anybody ever had something that you thought was gone forever and the Lord just made it work out and made a way? He made a way. That's what's happened for Naomi here. And He shall be unto thee a restorer of thy life, and a nourisher of thy own age. For thy daughter-in-law, which loveth thee, which is better to thee than 7 sons, hath borne him. And Naomi took the child, and laid it in her bosom, and became nurse unto it. And the woman, her neighbors, gave it a name, saying, There is a son born to Naomi. And they called his name Obed. He is the father of Jesse, the father of David. And we know who Jesse is, and we know who David is, and we know through who Jesus Christ came. It's through the seed of David. What an important thing, a journey when a person who just needed a new life, just needed a turnaround. What a great and wonderful thing. Not only did the Lord turn her life around and gave her abundant and an inheritance for Naomi, the grandmother to this child. What about Ruth? What a great thing when she got this new life, that she had life and life abundantly. And that's what our promise is to us, that we can have life and we can have it abundantly. Lord God loves us so much. He loves us so much. You know, we'll get a song. I'm going to finish up here. You know, anybody that has accepted the Lord in their life will wish that they could just tell you enough to convince you that this is the best way, that there is a heaven to gain, that they know it. See, it's better felt than told. It's hard to put into words what it truly feels like, what God has done for us when He saves us. We're blessed. We're a blessed people. He loves us. And I'm telling you today, if you haven't accepted the Lord into your life, you can have Him today. If He's knocking on your door, if He's pricking your heart today, Accept Him. Come to the altar. Accept the Lord into your life. Because He loves you with everything He's got. Maybe today you're like Naomi. Naomi went to a faraway land. She got away from the Lord. Maybe you're like that today. And you need to come back because you've had a taste of what God will do for you. Then today is your day. Don't put it off. Don't never put it off. Accept Him into your life, and I promise you, you're going to have trouble. You've heard the test. You've heard us talk today about the pastor and his family and the situation. We have trials. We're all the same. We're all the same. But we have a comforter when we accept Jesus into our life. We have someone that will help us when nobody else can. So as we all stand today, this was pretty weak. I didn't do a very good job. If the Lord, it's about God. It's God that does the dealing. He's the one that talks to you. He's the one that saves you. He's the one that'll prick your heart and try to talk to you about coming and giving your heart to Him. He's the one. It's not me anyway. And I know the Lord is here today. I felt it in the music. Oh, what a sweet, wonderful spirit we have. Is the Lord dealing with anyone today to come and give their life to them? Let me tell you something. I was telling you other about how those, you'll hear voices, you'll hear people saying don't do this and don't do that. Maybe right now, here's what happened to me when I got saved that night. I had a grip right here on the back of that seat in front of me. And I had that grip, and there was a voice telling me, don't do this. You don't want to do this. Don't do this. But I knew God was wanting me to come forward. I knew He was, and I had that grip. But you know what I did? I wanted to so bad that I said, God, help me. And just as soon as I said, God, help me, my hands released. I walked down the altar and got saved, and it ain't been the same since. And it could be that way for you. Mind the Lord. If He's dealing with you, listen to Him. Listen to Him. He wants you to come forward and be saved today. He wants you to give your heart to Him so He can help you with the rest of your life. And then there's a heaven to gain. I mean, it just keeps getting better. It keeps getting better.